And thank you for joining us on another great day, coming to listen to some great news from us at Cool Fusion. Got all your trendy and upcoming tech for the week of January 12th to January 17th. Well, it's a bit back and a bit forward. We still needed to cover some stuff from CES. So, thanks for jumping on the video. Hope you enjoy. Much appreciated for all the views, and we're gonna dive right into it. So before we start, we're just gonna have a moment of silence for Windows 7. Yes, let's all press F to pay respects, boys. As of Tuesday, the 12th to 13th of this week, January 2020, license for Windows 7 has ended. That's right, no more security updates, no more driver updates. So you're just basically in a wasteland. So yeah, good luck. But yeah, really, guys, update. Windows 10, come on, it came out like 2 years now. What's your problem? Just one or two notes. Because there's no new drivers and no new updates, you know what that means? Yes, security breaches. Yes, loss of data, ransomware, Trojan horses, viruses. Yes, you're basically at risk of every type of coding virus. No jokes, no puns intended. I'm serious. So I would advise you upgrade very soon to Windows 10. If you are in the country of Trinidad and Tobago and you're looking to upgrade, you could always check out our page. We're running a special right now. If you leave a comment below and subscribe, you'll get a 10% off. Yes, I'm doing advertising for my business. Don't hate on me. Moving on. Next topic is some weird and intriguing things we didn't cover from CES 2020. Yes, those quirky kind of what were you thinking inventions. Example, the swivel sauce slider. Wow, that is tongue tie. Swivel sauce slider. Anyways, yes, that's right, a sauce slider. You might wonder, what's that? Well, I'm still trying to figure it out myself, but basically it's a, how to put it, mechanized system to deploy a Teflon cradle to pick up drop sauce. I think I just kind of complicated it. So it's basically a spatula made up of Teflon that picks up sauce that you drop. That's basically what it does. There's no pricing or availability for it, so I'm sorry for those who's looking forward to it. You guys are weirdos. Sorry. Yes, moving on, the Racelet robot. It's a process of heating up a half wheel of cheese until it's gooey and it scrapes them off. You might wonder, what does this have to do with CES? Well, they created a robot to heat it up and scrape it off. And of course, where's it from? Switzerland. Is that like the land of cheese or something? I don't know. Another weird, queer little project from CES was the Lover robot. It's basically a robot created to move around your home, act like a sort of child, which is kind of creepy. Who wants a robotic child that comes around and kind of waves their hand? But yeah, if you want it, it's available in Japan for like $2,800 US. Yeah, you're gonna pay close to 3,000 US for a robot that wants to follow you around and ask you for hugs. But to the positive side of it, it basically helps like surveillance for your home too. But for that price, you better come with like a maid service and like a bear service and a mini fridge. Next weird one is Procter & Gamble decided to make a smart diaper. Yes, a diaper that's connected to your phone. Basically what it does, it's like a video camera plus app connected to the diaper, something like that, and it sends a notif to your phone when the diaper needs changing. For all you lazy parents out there. Another one is the Cooking Pal called Julia, a robotic food appliance costing a little less than 1,000 US that is able to cook, heat, preheat, and make whatever food you want, as well as follow along with those lovely cooking videos you want to see. A cool one is the printer for your face. Another one by, I believe, Procter & Gamble, called the Opti, or the Opt. It's basically like, you've ever seen those commercials about those laser hair removers? Yeah, it's basically like that, but it's like a mini printer in your hand that contains about 120 inkjets that is supposed to precisely cover freckles, blemishes, and acne. And the ink that it's used is supposed to help the covering up of these naturally over time due to, I guess, the solution it is made from. It starts for around 600 US, and as we all know, ink for printers are pretty expensive. And yes, the ink for this printer is about 100 US per cartridge, and it's actually very tiny. Moving away from CES, we have some stuff you guys might be really interested in: the Galaxy S11 or Galaxy Bloom or the Galaxy S Plus 5G. All of these are names that have been thrown out and leaked for the new Galaxy phone. Some of these specs is 120Hz screen, 16 gigs of RAM minimum, 4800 milliamp battery. Yes, no headphones jack. Why? 4 cameras to the back, a centered hole punch camera in the front. I think close to 7-inch display, if I'm not mistaken. And another new one is the Z Flip. Basically, the Z Flip is Samsung's attempt to copy Motorola's flip smartphone. It's actually a pretty cool idea, but we'll have to see how it'll work on the market, because we all know Samsung ran into some really bad problems with their fold phones, dust getting into the cracks and hinges and damaging the screen, and people trying to pull up the screen. Like, why? What's wrong with you? What in your right mind when you get a phone makes you want to think, okay, let me take my finger and push it on the screen and see if it comes out. Oh, that's gonna cause my phone to destroy? Let me still do it. People. On the same topic of phones, Apple is soon to be replacing all the Lightning connectors with Type-C connectors. This is legislation that some government wants to pass. I don't understand the whole legislative experience about it, or whole legislative order about it, but they want Apple to replace all Lightning connectors with Type-C so that all phones carry the same charging port. I guess it looks at marketability and straining on the economy and premium customers. I can say it's something like that, So yeah, but knowing Apple, they're gonna just squeeze the hell out of it and just wait until it's right up to the deadline and then decide to change. Moving on to consoles. Yes, the Xbox One Scarlet Series or Scarlet X Series or Xbox X Series, whatever you want to call it, it's XXX. Oh, that's an interesting title. But yes, there were leaks about the Xbox One Scarlet X Series processor being quite larger than the older or former model of Xbox One, which probably is using for its PC-like design. It's basically a box, but it's about a foot and a half in height and has like sort of ventilation on top, which I think is a really cool idea, which makes me think they're gonna have like some heatsink and fan cooling in there, because from the leaks that were shown, the processor is really large, and knowing the size of it is directly proportional to the temperature, so the bigger it is, the more heat it will generate, therefore the better cooling it would need. So a passive cooler isn't probably the best way to go. Also, on the topic of Microsoft, they are cutting exclusives. Like, Microsoft doesn't want to have Xbox exclusive anymore, so you can play all your cool games on your Xbox now. I think they're looking at marketability, because let's face it, PS, even though I don't like it, brings out a good bit better games, except for Halo. I'm sorry, Halo's life. Yeet, Master Chief.
Blue team, Fallout.
On to new topic, Teslas. Yes, soon to be Tesla cars would be able to talk. Tweeted from Elon Musk was a video of him test driving one of his Tesla cars that was actually saying commands. So soon you won't have to yell at that driver that cut in front of you so close that he could pit maneuver you and throw you off the side of the road, and ended up cursing him in a 20 sentence, 19 words curse words, and 1 word some weird gibberish that should be English. So yeah, that's cool. It's just basically the soon to be takeover of robots. Asus is releasing the ROG Chakram. It is a mouse with an analog stick. Yes, like like your controller's an analog stick. It's supposed, I guess, to help with better gaming. It may or may not. I guess it depends on the compatibility and the positioning and stuff like that. So yeah, as we're on the topic of games, GTA 4 is soon to be pulled, or has already been pulled from the Steam store, because it was built for Windows Live Gaming, which is no longer supported. So Rockstar is looking at other avenues in which they can distribute the game, but none so far. The Apple Pro, yes, the Apple Pro Mac. You might wonder what the Pro means, but it might soon available in inverted commas, because some people saw in the code of the latest beta released for Catalina, which is the operating system that the Mac runs in, describes something called the Pro mode, which is supposed to basically make the Mac a gaming laptop. Now yes, Mac and gaming, two things that don't sound well together, are never probably thought of going to be together. But I guess they're looking at getting into the gaming field, as now everything is getting technologically advanced. Gaming on PCs, it's a very, very popular thing, even more popular than before. It's the mainstream. You get the best quality, you get the best ping, you get the best graphics, all those cool great stuff on PC, and I guess Mac is trying to go there, but it's gonna cause problems, like from their tumor throttling i9 Mac Pro from 2018. It's gonna cause problems. Mac Pros are pretty thin, and if they're gonna use it for gaming, it's gonna cause a lot of heat and a lot of internal pressure on all those other parts, and I don't honestly see it being profitable or working out well. But they say the new 16-inch Mac Pros are gonna have this Pro enabled, so let's look out for that. And Radeon leaks have said they're soon to release their new graphics card, the RX 5800 XT, the RX 5950 XT, and the RX 5900 XT. Now, we have to give it to Team Red for their Ryzen processors, but sadly, very sadly, the GPUs fall short. They don't perform as well as they should. I guess you can't have your cake and eat it too. I guess that's where like Nvidia and MSI and Asus, more Asus, EVGA have those like top end kind of GPUs. Dr. Lisa Su did say, we're gonna get ray tracing in 2020, but unfortunately I don't see it coming to par. It might have it, but the expectations and reality is gonna be very different. And yes, I saved the best for last. That's right, frog robots. Yes, for all those who fear frogs, well, they might soon be inside you. That's right. So a university from Vermont decided to tinker with stem cells from frog embryos and miniature AIs that they put together through an evolutionary simulation, and they ended up creating frog robots. That's basically what they are, robots that are frogs. They're, I think, less than a millimeter or micrometer in size, pretty small, but the ramifications could be both positive and negative. Those are pro robot, those are anti robot. I think they have groups like that there, they just don't have labels. Basically what the whole idea of these frog robots is to help in mostly medicinal ways. For example, delivering medicine to different parts of the body or the organs that are very hard to do through surgery. Ruling out surgery is an option, stuff like that. So yeah, we're basically soon to be having, I guess, another way of looking at it is nanomeds. For all you Avengers people out there, like the Bleeding Edge from Iron Man, basically all those nanotech in his body helping heal, regenerate, stuff like that. That's basically what it looks like. So yeah, that's all the tech news for this week. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm very appreciated for all the views. If you made it this far, thanks very much. All videos are basically are not, I guess, sponsored or brought to you by Cool Fusion Technologies, small company based in Trinidad and Tobago, as well as currently trending another small company based there. We deal with all electronics, accessories, and jewelry. If you're from Trinidad and Tobago, you can check us out, or if you're from any part of the world, you can check us out. All links are in the description. Would be much appreciated. If you like the video, like it. If you don't like it or dislike it, subscribe. Don't subscribe. You guys do what you want to do. We're here to help you, bring you the news. Would love the support and the feedback. Thanks everybody, and see you next week.